Hey guys, Motorcarnut here, and today we're working on another Volkswagen TSI engine. These engines, when your engine fails, or I'm going to show you what happened with this one, the rod went right through the block, so that's it. You can't repair the block. I got this one at a salvage yard. This supposedly engine didn't run. Now, that could mean a lot of things. The guys at the salvage yard are not mechanics. They're just, parts. They just take parts off. They try to start it, it don't start. Well, I see right here, if you know my video, see this? Right here, the oil control valve is sticking out. It's not supposed to stick out. That could have been the whole problem of why this car wasn't starting. This engine could probably be good. I got this engine. These engines normally go for $2,000 to $3,000, even more than that. So that's why my videos, I teach you how to, fix these engines instead of replacing them, because they're expensive. And this one I got, like I said, I got it for scrap. Basically, as long as the crank turns and the block is not damaged, I can probably use the bottom end. All right, you get it really cheap, 1/10 the price. I think I got this for $350 when a good running engine will go for like $3,000, so like 10%. You can't beat that. And let me show you this one. That doesn't appear to have anything wrong with the block. The crank turns, but as you take it apart, you'll know. Let me show you what the situation is with the original car. It's this one right here on the lift. This is a Tiguan. Doesn't really matter. 2.0 TSI engine. They're all the same pretty much. All right, let's get underneath. Put my light on. And over here, you can see it has a hole right in the block. Can you see that? You see the hole right in the block right here? All right, so that can't be fixed. And the reason for that, if you watch my videos, you know, maybe there was an engine leak. All right, look at this. It could be an engine leak. That could have been from the hole in the block, but that the reason why is low engine oil, no engine, no oil pressure. So that's the deal. So instead of taking this engine out and putting putting a junkyard one in for $3,500, we're gonna take apart the one we just got from the salvage yard and see if it has a good bottom. And if it does, we'll rebuild this one for like half the price. And what's even better than that, now all the parts are new rather than a used one for $3,500 that can fail as soon as it leaves the shop. You understand what I'm saying? Is when we rebuild it, we're going to have all new timing chain parts. I'm going to take a peek in the inside and know the health of the engine in the inside. All good stuff. And if you follow along and you're a little bit handy, you can do it yourself and save you so much money. Because after you fix all the little quirks with these engines, it's a very reliable 200,000 to 300,000 mile engine after that. Unfortunately, you have to fix all these little things first, just like any other car. Don't start, I'm not bad-mouthing VW, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, any damn manufacturer. They all like to, as technology gets better, they know the technology can go against you and go with you. Go against you meaning that they can have, the technology, they know how to make the parts cheaper. All right? And that's not good for the consumer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the crane, put this on an engine stand, and drain the oil, flip it around. The first thing I want to see is the crank, and to see if it's salvageable. Hopefully it is. Okay, so I flipped it over, took off the bottom part of the engine. Check out the crank. Here's the rod bearings. Okay. They look good to me. The journal, nice and clean. Main bearing cap, same thing, clean. I was a little worried because this one had oil starvation from a serpentine pelt that got sucked into the oil pump. But everything's looking good so far. I'm going to take the remaining ones off. And because it spins freely and everything like that. So this will be a good block, crank, pistons, Everything's good. I would probably replace the piston rings, and then could give it new bearings. I can check the bearings. The bearings in spec and they're good. No real reason to replace them. Save the customer more money. And overall, this is going to be a good deal because we could rebuild this engine maybe for 1/3 or half the price of a salvage yard engine. As I said before, they're very expensive. And basically, you're going to have a new engine and your car will run for another 200,000, 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. And that's all good. So that's good news. So I don't have to send this one back. And I'm going to start taking the other one out of the car. And basically, this is a good option for guys that are handy. All right. I mean, if you're not handy and you want your mechanic to do that, he's going to have his own ideas. So it may not be, feasible for them because this takes more time. Time is money. So they may just want to drop a junkyard one in or a salvage yard, whatever you want to call it. That's your call. But this way, I'm going to do it this route. He doesn't need the car right away, so I can do this on not rushing. And when it's done, he's going to have a great car. All right, guys, Motorcarnut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions. I would appreciate a donation to the channel if you learned something today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.